Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, or good morning. It's right at noontime. I'm in Leakey, Texas. Leakey, Leakey, Texas. Uh, Kind of in southwestern Texas, near Garner State Park, Uvalde, Texas, etc. And it's called the Bear or something, but anyway, you're going to see it because there's no Verizon signal in this town. None that I can find. There may be on the edges of town, but right here in the community, there is no Verizon signal, and there was no Verizon signal on the way in. So therefore, I'm with Visible, which is owned by Verizon. I have no cell phone, so I wanted to upload a video. I already had it uploaded. I just need to change the deal from private to public, and so here I'm. Don't you love the view there? How about that one? Anyway, so we're going to move around here, and I'm going to show you this place. It's called Bears something, but it's a Valero gas station. Oh, it's Bears Market and Specialty Meats. And it's this whole building, this whole thing that you're going to see now, that whole thing, that's all Bears deal. They got prepared food, beer, wines, barbecue, picnic stuff. And then you go back here if you want to get connected to Wi-Fi, because they don't have it there. You got to come over here, and it's called the Bear's Den, and this is a little restaurant and bar, I guess you'd say, and it's kind of in the back here, but it's a neat place inside. They got restrooms in both places, and it's pretty cool in there. They got a nice little bar, and if you want to sit down and eat, they got tables, and you can also connect to Wi-Fi and get whatever you need done, because you're not going to do it on Verizon. I don't know about T-Mobile, and I don't know about AT&T. But anyway, this is, again, Leakey, Texas. It's pronounced Leakey, even though it's spelled Leakey, which looks like leaky. That's just the way it is. And so a lot of people, you'll see as you're traveling in the hill country in this area, you're going to, particularly on the weekends, you'll see a lot of groups, motorcycle groups, sports car groups, and all kind of stuff, bicyclists and stuff, on these roads. So be careful, because the bicyclists, even though they're wearing bright colored clothes and have a blinker light about the size of your thumb, you'll come around a curve and there'll be 10 of them right in the road. So anyway, we're just going to cruise. We've done this before. You've seen Leakey before, but you haven't seen it today, okay? This is October the 15th, 2022 at noonish time. And it's a busy little community. The population's, I don't know, permanent population might be 1,000 or so. It's not much, but it's just a hill country, I guess you'd say a vacation community, because it's on the Frio River. Frio River is a spring-fed river here in the Texas hill country, and a lot of people come up here to play in that river. There's a grocery store on the left called, how about Leakey Mercantile? And also, I was going to show you, there's a bank we just passed there on the right called the Texan Bank, TXN Bank. And there are two Charge America electric vehicle charging stations there. And as you may or may not know, you electric vehicle owners, Charge America and this Electrify America, or whatever the other gang is, they're not cheap, okay? They're 40 cents a kilowatt or whatever. They're not inexpensive. So if you can charge at home, do it. But if you're on the road and you're stuck and you need some electrical energy, Charge America at the Texan TXN Bank in Leakey, Texas, if you're stuck out here, has a charging station with two outlets, and I just pulled in there. Neither one of them are being used, and you can just use your credit card. You don't have to be a member of Charge America. They'll take your credit card. They're into making money. This is the square here. This is the courthouse thing here, or the city offices or something. And so we'll kind of turn around here, go around this. But yeah, this is a police station, sheriff's office, and all that stuff. And but we'll make a little loop, and then we'll head on out, because I got me half a sausage kolache to eat on the way. half. Why? Because a whole one is 480 calories. My God. I'm not going to be going lifting weights anywhere. But yeah, we'll see this back street here. We'll go down one more street and then take a right. There is First State Bank on the right, which you can't see. Got a lot of big oak trees and stuff like that. And Garner State Park is just a few miles down the road. In fact, it's the busiest state park in the Texas state park system. My voice is trying to go out on me, but that's just the way that is. We're 36 miles from Medina, Texas, but you see that sign right there? Campwood Uvalde Junction. So we're kind of in that triangle there. And we're going to head on out this way here, straightish. Is this a four-way stop? It doesn't look like it. Those guys just went. Oh, that guy's turning left. But see, there's some more motorcyclists and stuff. And this is a Saturday. It's about 20 miles over to Camp Wood, but it's through the hills drive. You know what I mean? You can't make any time because you're just winding through the Texas hills here. And yeah, this town on a weekend is busier than Grand Central Station. But I don't blame them. I mean, these are people from the cities that want to get out and take a drive like me in the Texas Hill Country because it is pretty, and this is a nice day. It's like 80 degrees. And again, if charging station, the only one I found was on the internet was that Charge America place. It shows that it's at that Bears Market thing, but it ain't. It's at the Texan Bank. So anyway, having said that, moving along, we'll just cruise now, and you'll see. Well, for a few miles here, it's just pretty flat, you know, and then we get into the hills. I'll sped up a little bit. I got plenty of range on my EV here, my electric vehicle. 233 miles, and it's about from here to my place in Fort Clark Springs about 80 miles, or slightly, yeah, about that, about 80 miles. They're having a cyclist convention on the left there. It's the Frio Canyon motorcyclist stop. Well, that'll do it. Oh, they got a cafe in there and everything. How about that? Let me straighten the camera up a little bit. I got crooked. There we go. Better, huh? Anyway, cruising through the Texas Hill Country on a beautiful day. Got a cool front coming in tomorrow. I'm averaging 4.7 miles per kilowatt, which for all you electric vehicle owners, you know that's pretty damn good. And on we go. Yeah, it's good to get out and take a drive every now and then. I have to remember that I can do that in this car and really do it economically, because for this 160-mile trip, it'll cost me about $5 in electrical energy at 12 cents a kilowatt. So, we'll let this go a few minutes and let you enjoy, or whatever you want, the video. If you go to sleep, I'm going to holler at you. Yeah, something else, these drives and my walks enable me to kind of assess my situation and kind of tweak it a little bit. And I think what I've come to the conclusion now, and I may have mentioned it in other videos recently, I'm just going to set up my motorhome, my Class C motorhome, so that it's pretty much ready to go, so I don't have to move so much stuff back and forth, you know, the clothes and the cooking stuff. So I'm just going to get me some more, you know, pots and pans. You know, you can get that stuff cheap as dirt, and some utensils, knife, fork, spoon, and crap. And just keep that in the RV, and you know, put a little beer and wine in there, and you know, be ready to go anytime. You know, and then all I'll have to move is a few grocery items, and that's about it. You know, and clothes, I'm going to go ahead and shift some clothes into the RV because I've got plenty of long sleeve t-shirts and short sleeve t-shirts and underwear and socks and t-shirts. So, I can go ahead and get all that done. And so if I get ready to go on a trip, whether I want to take my vehicle, my car with me or not, I'll be ready to go. And where am I going to go? I have no clue. It's all in my mind right now. It's what you call a dream. If I turn the camera up more, you'll see that you'll see that dark spot coming in there. That's on the windshield. It's a huge thing for I don't know what for this cruise control that does the distance and stuff. There's some cameras in there and cameras on the bumper, and I mean, it's a high-tech automobile. It does have leather seats, leather heated seats, a heated steering wheel, unbelievably. Have I ever had a car with a heated steering wheel? No. Have I ever had a car with leather seats? No. Yeah, I have. I take it back. I had a Cadillac many years ago, and it had a leather seat. But have I ever had heated seats? No. Never. Heated mirrors? No. Never. Heated rear window? I probably had that a few times. Yeah, this is windy stuff now. But the good thing is, I'm in absolutely no hurry, and so I can just chill out and enjoy this, and so y'all can too. You'll get dizzy, And something else I've noticed, I watch a few, not many, but a few YouTube creators that do sailing videos, and sometimes I'll be watching them sailing across the ocean, and I am prone to seasickness. So I have to turn them off. I start feeling a little nauseous. Yeah. So for those of you that get car sick, yeesh, you're going to get it here, babe. This is car sick road here. There comes, well, I was going to say the lone biker, but it's a group of them. I never was big on clubs and, doing things in groups. And I remember I was staying at a RV park called The Farm near Bandera, Texas and Medina, Texas. See, that's what I mean. They're right in the road, man. And they can't go very fast. They got a blinking light the size of your thumb. I already said that. But anyway, yeah, I'm only going 30, but you come right around here and they're in the road and there's a car coming. I'm sorry, man. But be that as it may, back to The Farm. It was a nice place, and they got a lot of what I call winter Texans, people from up north that came down. And it seems like people from the north are really into doing things in groups, At least that's what I found from the group there that came there, because they'd been coming there for years. And anyway, they'd get up in the morning and about 16, 20 of them would go walking, And of course, it was a pecking order, you had your lead dogs and your eek. See, that's what I mean, man. He doesn't even have a blinking light. You're going to be a statistic, fella. Enough said about that. But anyway, yeah, so they were walking in groups and all that crap. And anyway, one day, morning, I don't know, I was getting ready to go walking, and a lady knocked on the door, and she said, "You going to go walking with us?" I said, "No, I don't think so." Well, you thought I slapped her in the face, What? And so she was a little put out with the fact that I wasn't going to join them, but I had, or maybe it was a personal thing, I don't know, but I had no inclination to go in a large group. I like to walk by myself and enjoy what I enjoy at my own pace, and that's the way I try to enjoy my life, is at my own pace. So enough said about that. But y'all caught that guy on the bicycle jump into the video, right? Man, I'm telling you, this is not a road you want to ride on a bike. I guarantee you it ain't. If there was a wide shoulder, which there's not, then you'd have a shot at it. But you got a shoulder there that's about a foot wide, and curves that some of them you have to go 15 miles an hour. Well, if you're going around a 15 mile an hour curve at 20 miles an hour and there's a car coming, and you go around that, you're coming around it, you can't see, and there's a bike like that guy, just boom, pops out there. Well, it's either hit the car head on or hit him. I ain't got nothing. I think y'all would come to the same conclusion. My question is, in the same situation, what would a self-driving car do? Would it choose to hit the car or the biker? Because you couldn't stop. Good question. So here we are on the tip top of the hill country of Texas. Yeah, it's nice, man. Really nice. I love this. I picked a good area for me to live in. Of course, naturally you would, but it's just, I don't know, man. I'm getting older than dirt, but it seems like I'm getting livelier. I mean, I feel more alive now than I did at age 50. You know what I mean? It's crazy. I just feel excited about being here. I've got all kinds of plans, and I kind of went down a little hill here past few month, and because I thought, well, I'm gonna live in the house. That's it. I'm just gonna live in the house and no more RVing. And then I thought, well, maybe I'll keep the RV and blah, blah. And now I'm to the deal. I'm just going to do what I've been doing, and for as long as I can. Shit, if I can do this at 95 or 110, by God, I'm going to do it. I get it, but I'm human. I get in the dumps. Well, not in the dumps, but you kind of get that so-so feeling. Like yawn, and like y'all are getting right now, yawn. So. No, it's just, you just got to face the fact that if there's anything that's going to change, you got to do it. If things are going to get better in your life, then you personally have to do it. No one, well, I mean, people can give you a helping hand, I guess, but better if you do it yourself, in my opinion. Yeah. Just be able to take care of yourself and remain positive and stay healthy, and that has a lot to do with it. Your health is key to a lot of things, and I think all of us know that. Going up and down these hills here, and another thing the electric vehicle does is, even as you're cruising, whatever, if you got the cruise control on or not, doesn't matter, but as you go down a hill, it regenerates. And so, it adds miles as you're going down the hills regenerating, but you lose them going back up. But it's interesting that it balances out. You'll be sitting, it'll show like 215 miles of range, and you'll go down a hill and up a hill and go on for 3 or 4 miles, and it's still showing 215 miles of range. Why? That's just the way it is. Everybody knows that. Oh God, I just feel good, I mean, the people I met there in Leakey today, inside that Bears Market or whatever it is, and Bears Den, real friendly, you know what I mean? Young gals, pretty to look at, and, just really friendly, and that just makes you feel good all over more than anywhere else. And yeah, and very helpful, like, where's the restroom, I mean, hey man, you got to find it. And do you have Wi-Fi? Yeah. Here, I'll tell you how to hook on to it. That's a small town service in a large city. I don't know, man. Ask Joe. Joe's off today. Okay, well, screw you then. But this is a windy little road, but it's a pretty drive. So if you want a pretty drive and you're not in a hurry, the drive between Leakey, Texas, and Camp Wood, Texas, is pretty good. And also the drive from Medina, Texas, over to Vanderpool is another pretty drive in Texas, in this part of Texas. Of course, there's, then you get out in West Texas around Big Bend, there's a lot of stuff out there, but in this area, that's the ones. And I'll be doing those. I mean, if I do the same trip 50 times, it doesn't matter, because it's that day. It's like today we've got some clouds and 82 degrees, and the next time I do this video, it might be clear and 30 degrees, or it might be misty rain. Who knows? Every day is different. But we're smoking now. We're going 50 miles an hour. I mean, we're just about to take off. I'm glad I brought me a snack. It's almost lunchtime. Yeah, but anyway, I'll shoot this horse in a minute, but there's another section of windy stuff right down here. I think it's pretty close. Yep. See, the motorcyclists are, they love these windy roads so they can go racing around these sharp turns. And also the sports car groups do the same thing. They like these windy roads so they can check out their suspension and all that crap. And but I'm not in that. So those motorcyclists, even though they're way back there now, they'll be right on my bumper in about 2 minutes. And can they pass me? Well, they could there, but I'm afraid that once we get over this next little hill, we're going to get into the switchbacks again, and they're going to be stuck. And they probably, but the speed limit is 55. I happen to be going 55 right now. Why? I have no clue. I just noticed I was going 55. I don't have the cruise control on in the hills. I don't use it. Why? I just rather drive it myself. It won't be long, in that many years, people will just forget how to drive. Everything will be self-driving, and then there'll be kids that will ask their parents someday, "You mean you drove a car?" Yeah, here we go. You see that sign there? It looks like it's got a snake on it. Yeah, that's kind of what we're going to run into. Yep. But every time you let off on this thing, it starts regenerating. And in some of these turns here, when it says, like 15 miles an hour, it means 15 miles an hour. These motorcycles, and this is the part they love. They're all back there going, "Oh, boo, his." I can probably go around these turns quicker than they can, tell you the truth. Because the illusion is that a motorcycle can really go around curves quickly. Well, sort of. Here's another biker up here, all right? Now see that wide truck? If he was coming over this hill and that guy was right there, hey man, where'd he go? Well, there he is. But he needs to be as far right as he can be, you know what I mean? But he ain't. I have to tell you, good luck, fellas, all I gotta tell you. But I don't think many of them get hit. Actually, I don't. And I think it's just because fate was with them. Here's another one up here. I saw these guys starting on this trip when I came into Leakey earlier, and I said to myself, "Seth, you're going to run into those guys on the way back." See this turn right here? I mean, you talk about a switchback. Yeah, no kidding. 20 miles an hour. And this guy riding right in the middle of the highway, okay? Now, it's not safe for bikers to be riding on this road. I hate to be the fly in the ointment, but it just isn't, man. I mean, he's in the middle of the road, though. I'm telling you. Well, we're going down a hill, and he's going about 30 miles an hour. But anyway, you get my drift, guys. If you ride a bike or you're a cyclist, that's wonderful, and I respect all of you that have that hobby. But pick another road. Old Bubba here in Texas pulling a damn horse trailer going fast as he can go. Probably not going to give you much. Now, see, if he'd pull over now, I can get around him. But look at him right in the middle of the damn highway. Shit, here comes the car. I thought I saw a car coming around this curve, but it wasn't. So, enough said about that. We made that deal, and now we'll end the video as soon as I can get my hands off the steering wheel. They're kind of locked up on the steering wheel right now. So, anyway. So, from the hill country of Texas, between Leakey, Leakey, looks like Leakey, Texas, and Campwood, this is Rusty78609 saying, wake up! Thumbs up. Carpe diem, adios, bye, anything you want, anytime. Drink plenty of water, stretch, walk, stand guard at the door of your mind, and enjoy your life. Keep your health, guys. Adios, amigos. Bye-bye. Till next time.